Hello everybody, Bill Batson here, Batson Enterprises. Today I have the honor and the pleasure of introducing to folks that don't know, Karry Batson, my cousin. We wouldn't be the company we are today without my cousin. He's been with us from the beginning. He started building rods at a young age. He's been a fisherman his whole life. And Karry Batson, tell us how you started this journey.
Yeah, you know, I think it's in the blood, definitely, the Batson family, between your dad, my dad, our uncle, grandpa, your son, your sister. I think it's in the blood more than anything, not just making fishing rods, but fishing in general. So
Yeah.
I just contribute that to the Batson strain, I guess. But yeah, so I grew up in Southern California. I was a young child and moved to Sacramento, Northern California, and beautiful place to grow up as a kid in the late '80s. And fishing was amazing, from bass to salmon to steelhead. You know, ride the bike down and fish at least 5 days a week. You know, at least. You know,
Nice.
growing up, needed to get some better fishing rods and learn how to, hand tie fishing rods. Just out of just need to do it, not by knowing or learning by anybody else. But and then just kept growing into that from to what we have now today. I mean, it's amazing how it all worked out. And
Yeah.
yeah, I've been around a while.
Yeah. I remember Dad sending you blanks when you lived up in the Sacramento. And
Yeah, he sent me a wrap machine for my
Yep.
16th birthday.
Yep.
My other uncle, he bought that for me for my 16th birthday. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
deal.
hand
Yeah.
wrapper is a little more difficult, but
Of a power wrapper is
yeah, power wrapper was much nicer, and yeah, that was awesome. Blanks, he'd come fishing and with my dad, and gave me a handful of blanks to test out and
awesome. Yeah.
see if they're any good. Some worked, some didn't, but that was part of it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool experience being part of that at that level, at that age.
At 16 to be able to have, Dad, he was the man, have him come up and say, hey, here's a handful of blanks and,
Yeah.
Fish them and let me know what you think.
Right.
And, yeah.
You're talking a
Oh,
big deal.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, it was awesome. Went to Alaska from there and spent several years up there guiding for rainbows and salmon
Yep.
and steelheads and all kinds of things. We fished, all over, not just Alaska, but Canada and, Washington, Oregon, Montana, fly fishing, just anywhere I could go to scratch that itch,
Yeah.
So.
We've been on a lot of good fishing trips.
Oh, our fishing trips. I mean,
Oh, man,
spoiled. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, we
right?
do this so we get to go fishing. Right?
Yeah. It's not a get-rich business, but it's definitely...
You're not going to get rich.
yeah, the
always said that,
residuals
yeah.
are nice, the
Yeah.
trips, and
Yeah.
just in even doing the trips that we do, and we're not just jumping on a boat and, bait my hook kind of deal. It's being part of it, cleaning
yeah.
the boat, and just being
yeah.
part of the whole deal. I don't want to just be a client. I just love the whole part of the hunt.
experience.
And yeah.
Getting the gear together, to
Yeah.
knowing what you're going to target, what you're going to throw, all the way
Yeah.
down to. I mean, we build our own rods for trips like
Right.
that.
Well.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the collection. Exactly. We get to build our own rods because we know we're going to go target this species or something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing what we've been.
Yeah, I
able
think
to
it's
do.
what it's all about. And, touching clients, even though the first rods, we taught rod building class for
Yeah.
children,
Yes.
adults, teachers.
Everybody.
Even the largest manufacturers, setting them up with fishing rods. I mean, they're all rewarding. I think that's why I do it. I know that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's been a great industry. I mean,
Yeah.
Karry, for the Batson family, I mean, Karry's been, like I said, an integral part of this company. He's our lead salesman here, Batson Enterprises. He also does all the prints for all of our new product line that comes out. Like you said, I mean, you've set up rods for almost every manufacturer in the country in
Yeah,
regards
big or
to
small. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all rewarding. for what we
and
do.
that's what we do. I mean,
Yeah.
we supply all the parts and pieces to everybody, so we're hands on the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's been a pretty amazing ride.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I have no complaints, that's for sure.
Yeah, no complaints.
I love
That's
what we
for
do.
sure. I mean, it's
Have the dream job.
yeah. I remember when Dad called you. You were up in Alaska guiding, and I was working with Dad at the time at another company. He called you up and said, "Hey, you ready to get a real job and get off the river, and I know how much you love to fish and everything.
Well, I was in Katmai in Alaska too. I
Yeah.
wasn't just, a little jaunt away from, here or anywhere in general. I was in
Right.
the bush, so you had to get a fax like that because the phones and satellites up there
Sure.
are nowhere. And my boss up there, he knew, it was coming down to the end of the season anyway. It's getting cold.
Right.
And and I still talk to those guys from Alaska, and they give me reports what's going up there. But it's pretty awesome deal to just jump in, go to Sacramento, load my truck up, and
Right.
I was 26, I think. Yeah, 26-ish.
Yeah.
1998, I think it was.
Yeah, it was 98. We
Yeah.
moved here in 98, so it was
Yeah.
20 years ago
Yeah,
that we moved up here in Washington.
yeah, crazy.
I know. We're going under 19 years under this label January
Wow.
1st.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a... It's quite the industry.
Yeah, it sure is. We're the guys that a lot of people don't know about, but
Yeah, we're
the
behind
people
the
who
scenes.
do, yeah.
Yeah,
they
which is
get it.
cool. We get to feed a lot of families. We get to touch a lot of lives.
Yeah.
So it's been cool. So
Yeah.
looking forward to what the next 20 years bring.
Yeah, I know. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
I know.
Some cool trips ahead of us.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
most
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
a lot more fishing trips.
Oh yeah.
So anyways, everybody, I just wanted to introduce you to Karry. Most of you know him. You'll see him on the internet posting fishing pictures or whatever. Anyways, this is Karry Batson. He's my cousin. He's one of the most awesome guys I know. Thank you.
Right on.